Hello students, my name is Harleen Kaur. Today we will be taking Unit 2 of Human Resource Planning and Development of HR Specialization. Let's take first topic, that is manpower demand and supply forecasting. Let's see the meaning of manpower demand and supply forecasting. Manpower demand forecasting means it's a process of estimating the future quantity of manpower required in the organization. The requirement of manpower in the organization in near future is manpower demand forecasting. Manpower supply forecasting measures the quantity of manpower that is likely to be available from within and outside the organization. The supply means the manpower that will be getting, the organization will be getting from within the organization or outside the organization is manpower supply forecasting. Now let's see the models and techniques of manpower demand and supply forecasting. First we'll see demand forecasting models. First one is expert forecast or managerial judgment. In this particular method, the executives sit together and determines the future manpower requirement of the enterprise and then submit the proposal to the top management. Second one, employer's opinion method. Here we ask employers about how many and what kind of manpower is expected in future. Trend analysis is a kind of an graph where we see the last year graph, the people who are with us, and we'll see the requirement of people in future is the trend analysis. So trend analysis links historic employment patterns to future labor demand. Examine the past trend, the HR predict the future requirement of the employee. Workflow analysis is a flow factors in the organization, include a flow of employees in the organization through transfers, through promotions, new recruiters, retirements, resignations, dismissals are taken into account while estimating the employee need. We see all these records, how much transfers are done in the organization, promotions are done in the organization, new joinees in the organization, retirements, resignations, all are taken into account while estimating the employee need. Workload analysis. It is dependent upon the nature of workload in the department. According to the load in the department, will decide the number of people that are required in the branch or the division. Other methods of demand forecasting includes Delphi technique. Delphi technique is a process where experts go through several rounds of discussion, several rounds of solving of questionnaires through which they estimates the requirement of the manpower in future. Ratio trend analysis is again a statistical tool where we see the past ratio trends through sales volume and the people number of workers involved into that, and then we determine the manpower requirement in the future. These were the demand forecasting methods. Now let's see the supply forecasting methods. In supply forecasting method, the first one includes the wastage analysis. Now let's see what is wastage analysis. Wastage analysis is a process where the organization faces the wastage of human resource in the organization through various kind of factors involved into it. So it's an element of labor turnover. It's severe. It can be organization. It can include voluntary retirements. It can include normal retirements. It can include resignations, deaths, dismissals, discharge, anything due to which the human resource is leaving the organization. So it's known as wastage to the organization. So it decreases with the increase of length of service. As the length of service of employee increases, the wastage of the organization towards the employee decreases. because he feels comfortable and he feels fit for the organization. So the leaving from the organization factor decreases. Then it also decreases with increased skill, exercise and age. As your age increases, even you don't feel like leaving the job, and if your skill increases and if the organization is paying you for that particular skill, then also you don't leave the place. Now let's see the methods of wastage analysis. Here labor turnover index, it indicates the number of leavers as percentage to the average number of employees. How many left to the average number of employees in the organization? Percentage is the labor turnover index. Labor turnover, number of employees leaving divided by average number of employees employed into 100 is the labor turnover. Stability index includes number with more than 1 year service now divided by total employed in 1 year ago into 100 is the stability index. Now let's see the wastage analysis graph, how it's read and how it works. Here the levers and the x-axis includes the week, time and month and year of an employee working. Here three kinds of factors are shown into this particular graph: induction crisis, differential crisis, transist and the settled connection. Now let's see what is induction crisis. Induction crisis is a phase where the marginal employee leaves. Marginal employees are the employees, those who are poor performers and those who do not fit in the organization, and they leave the place in their early career stages only. Within a few weeks, few months, they do not fit to the organization, their policies, their system, their culture, their rules, regulations. So they are not fit to the place and they leave early stage only. Then comes the differential transist. Differential transist is a phase where the employee is able to fit in the place, he is able to follow the policies, rules, and he is able to give his performance, so the leaving part is less in differential transist. Then comes the settled connection. Settled connection is a place where the employee's leaving part is very less, because his age and his experience and his length of service is more in this particular factor, this particular process. So he do not think of leaving the workplace. Now let's see staffing table. A staffing table is again a graphical representation of organization jobs with the number of employees who are currently in the organization along to the monthly or yearly basis. And we can demand according to with the help of this particular graph, we can get to know the amount of people that are required according to the job that are in the organization and the job that is vacant, and we can fill that particular post. Then Markov analysis. Markov analysis helps to predict the internal movement of employee in the organization from one year to another. How the movement of employee internally take place. It can be promotions, it can be transfers, it can be demotions, it can be exit of the organization. Anything, the movement, internal movement of the employee in the organization includes the Markov analysis. Now let's see this particular graph, this particular diagram, what it shows. See, here we see employee in current staffing level and the employee out. What the staff, the unit is having current state, and the how many left. Let's see employee in, how the employee is in the organization. It is through transfers, promotions, new hires, recalls, then current staff level, and then employee out. The source of outflow can be through the promotions, quits, terminations, demotions, retirements, deaths and layoffs. So the Markov analysis include current staffing level minus project outflow this year plus project inflow this year is equal to the internal supply for time new year. So this graph includes the employee in and outflow and the current state of employee in the organization. Age and grade distribution mapping. In organization, there are different age group of people work in the organization, and organization need to build a age profile for it. So age profile is the number of different age groups within the population and the balance between them is the age and age profile. This help to build organization structure, the number of staff in organization and they are leaving. Age and grade distribution mapping means the breaking down of the organizational age bracket for HRP. Like bracket can be 18 to 25 years of age can be one bracket, 25 to 35 years of age can be another bracket, 30 to 35 years of age can be another bracket, and I'll move on till 50 to 60 years of bracket. So this helps HR to know the various number of age groups that are working in the organization, and they can accordingly they can plan their HRP planning. Now let's see the cohort analysis. Cohort analysis is the homogeneous group. Cohort means homogeneous group of people working together. So at the end of the year, each year the number of employee from cohort who survive is calculated and expressed as percentage of total number of employees hired when cohort was formed. So it includes the process where we see the total number of employees that we recruited in the organization and total number of employees that survived. At the beginning how many we recruit and how many left and how many survive is the cohort analysis. It involves plotting the survival curve. Here we will be plotting the survival curve. The people who survived in the organization is cohort survival curve. Now let's see the this graph. Here includes the number of years service and the survivors. This graph shows the people who are surviving in the organization and who are the survivors. Now let's see the replacement chart. Replacement chart is the process where we forecast the succession planning. Where we take the help of succession planning, where we visualize the replacement of the person who fits for the person who is leaving the place. So we replace the person with another person is the replacement chart. We can replace it with the potential replacement of the employee with the another employee who is leaving the workplace. It can be promotion potential also. Succession planning is a strategy where we make the person who is very potential in the organization, we are training them for the higher position and we are making them ready for the replacement also. So it's a strategy for identifying and developing future leader at your company, not just at the top but major roles at all the levels. It helps your business prepare for all contagious by preparing high potential worker for the advancement. Thank you students for today. We are done with unit